Babadoa Chi Cho, Duel Commander, go go go, Duel Commander on the way, Babadoa Chi. Like and subscribe, please.
Hello, Babadoa Chi Cho. Welcome to another episode of Duelcast MTG. Exciting unban in the last update of Tasigur the Golden Fang. Tasigur has been restricted as banned as commander for quite a while now, but he's back. The other updates for the ban list were Trazyn the Infinite was unbanned as commander, Necrotic Ooze was unbanned, and Rograk was banned as commander. I've heard some rumblings with Tasigur that Storm players immediately started trying Tasigur as a Tendrils of Agony commander with Neoform into some 7-drop that recasts Neoform that gets Hoarding Broodlord that then storms off. I haven't seen one of those lists, and we won't be playing that today. But I do love that the Storm players were like, all right, you're taking the thing we want to be doing, so now let's try it with the thing you just gave us. That said, what does Tasigur do? Well, Tasigur is black and 5 for a 4/5 with Delve. Delve is each card you exile from your graveyard while casting this spell pays for 1 generic mana. So Tasigur basically plays as a 1 mana 4/5 in the command zone, and his ability is for 2 hybrid green blue, mill 2 cards, then return a non-land card of an opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand. Because I haven't seen one of these combo lists and haven't tried playing it, I think Tasigur is just a really good alternative to Glarb as a Sultai control commander. There are definitely some cool reasons to play Tasigur over Glarb that I'm not necessarily trying out today. The one that comes to my mind is just neoforming Tasigur into Hullbreaker Horror, but that's a different thing. So, what are we trying to do with Tasigur? Well, we have a combo finish, just like Glarb, with Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, and Tainted Pact. I'm not playing Demonic Consultation. I think that card is bad, and it drives me a little crazy. But we're a really, really good Cosmogoyf deck. Once you have cast Tasigur, if you've done the full Delve 5, you just have a 2-mana 5/6. Really effective beater. We're a deck full of disruption, so Cosmogoyf lets us play a really effective tempo game. But also, you can fling a huge Cosmogoyf to finish the game. So because of the Jace Tainted Pact combo, I wanted to try out the Cosmogoyf Rite of Consumption, because if you have one of these 2 cards and Tainted Pact, you exile potentially a huge portion of your library to get the other piece, and then cast the Cosmogoyf and just fling it at your opponent to end the game. I'm not sure how good this actually is, and it obviously comes with variance if we can't get cards in exile equal to our opponent's life total. However, if we can clear the board, attack with Cosmogoyf, and then fling him, that will usually end the game as well. So I'm excited to try this one out. Since we're a Sultai control combo deck, we have a lot of card draw, selection, tutors, cantrips. Profane Tutor, I think, oddly enough, the main tutor target in this deck is going to be Tainted Pact. It feels a little awkward to tutor for a tutor, but because that enables both of our combos, we'll see throughout the league. All the cantrips you would expect to see in Duel Commander. I'm not going to go through them too in depth. We have Tamiyo, Inquisitive Student, as a card draw engine. When you flip her an ultimate, you draw half your library, which can be a really cool combo if you can alter with Psychic Frog and Rite of Consumption. You flip Tamiyo, you draw half your library, you discard cards, equal to your opponent's life total or more, and then you can Rite of Consumption and fling the Psychic Frog. Plus, Psychic Frog is just a broken creature. Consult the star charts. Wan Shitong as a mana sink that draws cards and beats on your opponent. Brain Surge is awesome. It's actual card advantage, not just selection. Sauron's Ransom as our mini Factor Fiction for 3 mana. I don't know what the Ring Tempting You actually does. If it comes up, I might look it up, but also might not bother, I'm not sure. Lorien revealed as late game card draw or a tapped land. Wistfulness. I am really excited to try out a couple of these elementals in this list. Wistfulness seems awesome. It's a strong 2-mana cantrip. If you cast it for blue, you draw 2 and then discard a card, which is great to put things in the graveyard for Tasigur. It is artifact or enchantment exile, which can be really important. Exiling Cloud Skullclamp, what have you. And then for 5 mana, you get a 6/5, and if you can pay green, blue, you exile the artifact or enchantment, and you draw 2, discard 1. I think this card seems really strong, and I'm excited to play with it. Rakshasa's Bargain, crazy cantrip, look at 4, you get 2 into your hand and put 2 into the graveyard. Just a phenomenal control cantrip. For recursion, we have Animate Dead and Snapcaster Mage. Animate Dead is cool with Wistfulness, but I think the design team did a really good job with the new Evoke elementals, stopping you from scamming them. Because if you Animate Dead this Wistfulness, you're not paying the mana to cast it, so you're just getting back a body. Animate Dead gives -1/-0, but a 2-mana 5/5 is still pretty strong. Snapcaster Mage for all of our control stuff. You can snap Tainted Pact if that is available to you to finish out a combo line. Then we're playing just tons of counter magic removal and disruption. I'm not going to go through this card by card. It's all the efficient interaction. If you're curious about what those staples are, please look through the list. These are nothing fancy or spicy. Requiting Hex is going to be a dual staple. This is a Lorien Eclipse card. For 1 black mana, destroy target creature with mana value 2 or less. You can Blight 1 as an additional cost, and that is putting a -1/-1 counter on a creature you control. If you do Blight, you gain 2 life. This card is awesome. One card that we do have access to that other decks may not is Stubborn Denial. On its face, it is a Force Spike for a non-creature spell, which can be great tempo, but if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it is just a 1-mana negate. And because we have essentially a 1-mana 4/5 in the command zone, this card is really, really cool in this deck. Logic Knot as our second hard counterspell, and having other delve options in this deck, I think can turn out to be really important because Tasigur's card advantage gives your opponent the choice of what you get back. So we're playing a lot of soft permission and kind of conditional removal. So if you counter something and get rid of all the cards you don't want back in the matchup from Tasigur, that can be a really useful upside for Logic Knot. Oko, Opposition Agent. This format is 99 singleton. Searching is really important. Opposition Agent can just lead to a concession. I love Oppo. Tidebinder, Subtlety. Our MDFCs are Fell the Profane for removal, Sink into Stupor for temporary removal, temporary counterspell. We're also playing the other really cool Evoke Elemental available to us in Sultai in Deceit. Deceit seems cracked to me. For 2 black, you thought seize your opponent. For 2 blue, you boomerang a non-land permanent. And for 6, you get a 5/5 with both of those effects. Animate Dead on this is a 4/5. This card seems super, super strong as well. We have 2 Wraths, Toxic Deluge and Damnation. The tech lands are what you would expect to see: the Seiju Adawara, Takanuma, Mistrise Village, Gemstone, but we get a card I love that is, it seems to only be playable or good in Duel Commander, and that is Cactus Preserve. It is a 5-color land that produces mana like Command Tower, any type a land you control could produce, but if you have like Starting Town or something, it's just a 5-color land. And then for 3, until end of turn, Cactus Preserve becomes an XX green plant creature token with reach, where X is the greatest mana value among your commanders. It is still a land. This is a great control win condition. Man lands have always been, the control backup plan. And we have a 3-mana 6/6 as a land here with reach. Cactus Preserve is awesome. I think your commander has to be at least a 5-drop to consider this card. But with a 6-drop that we're casting most of the time for 1, I think Cactus Preserve could be just an all-star here. So I'm excited to play with this card as well. Then we have our lands that make mana and cast our spells. I forgot to group the Duress and Inquisition of Kozilek in our Disruption package, so I just moved those up. But that is the deck. This is Tasigur the Golden Fang, Sultai Control, little bit of a combo finish. I'm excited to see this commander unbanned. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about the precedent of unbanning something that cheats commander tax. I don't think it's a mistake. I don't think Tasigur is going to turn out to be too strong, but there is potential there. So for now, and hopefully for the future, Tasigur is legal, and we are going to take him into a league. Let's go duel.
Let's duel.
Oh. Okay. Round 1. We are on the draw against Grist. Sheoldred's Edict is a pretty clean answer to Grist. I'll keep this. We don't have blue for counterspell, but Frog, Inquisition into Frog is a curve I like. That's right, Grist is all like Manador, Grist, Allurin, Contamination, what have you. Alright, we're getting Thought Seized. Annoying, but not the end of the world. It means Grist doesn't come down next turn. Got a handful of good spells, so they might just want to take the Inquisition. They took Frog instead. Okay. I think that's pretty reasonable. Frog is very good. Stern Scold. The reason I'm leading on Fetch Underground Sea here, even though they know about the counterspell, I would like to give myself the option to draw a blue source and have it up next turn. Well, we're taking the Skull Clamp. That's not even a hard choice. They can have their Wall of Blossoms. I don't need to Stern Scold that. Wall of Blossoms is an interesting one. I guess it protects Grist really well. Okay. We did not get paid off for the Underground Sea, but we did get paid off with a lose focus. So I'll take that. Need to draw lands from here on, though. Red feet. Okay. We're losing something. Probably the Edict or the lose focus. I don't have counterspell mana, so doesn't seem like the thing to take. All right, yeah, they got the lose focus out of us. And now they're duressing. Yucky. Stop it. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not... Like, I could Sheoldred's Edict, but I'm not blowing that on... Oh, they took Sauron's Ransom. I guess that makes sense. This way they have perfect information. Duress you back. Stern Scolding does counter Grist. See what this last card is. Sheoldred's Edict. I like that card. All right. Let's see who draws better. I guess I could have cast Tasigur, but then they just Grist kill it. Doesn't make any sense. That will get the Stern Scolding. No thank you to Emperor of Bones. Draw land. Untapped land. Not an untapped land. So, if I cast Tasigur, Grist just kills it, and I've done all of this for nothing. So we'll just pass. Mental Misstep is fine. If they do go Grist and just make a 1/1, they're significantly ahead. I don't know. Here's Grist. No response. Kill Grist. Each opponent sacrifices a planeswalker. And I want to do that before they have the information on what they milled. Twilight Mire, got it. Come on, untapped land. Tapped. That's still fine. I can cast Tasigur now. And I will take Counterspell mana. Okay. I left some good cards in the graveyard. We left Frog, Shieldred's Edict, and Loose Focus. Tasigur's card advantage I have found to be pretty awkward. Because if I mill over a brick with the ability, they can just give it to us. It's not really the best selection, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we're drawing Flooded Strand. So now we have blue for Counterspell. And I'm about that life. Attack for 4. They take 4. Interesting. They play their Shockland tapped and attack for 1. I will end step Surveil.
Under City Suez. The sewers are under the city. The sewers are so pretty.
I want more spells here. Force of Negation is fine. We can just hardcast it. In for 4. Alright, they continue to take damage. Their combo line is Alurin Acerarak, I believe. They don't attack this time and say go. I think let's activate Tasigur. I have this Force of Negation for anything instant speed. Alright, we got the frog back. I like a frog. They're fetching and surveilling. I do like a Psychic Frog. I don't think I'm going to cast it. If I attack and Deluge for 4, then Grist resolves and we die. They only have 2 cards in hand, so now they're going to block. If I kill their wall... no, we just have to pass here. I can't tap out a Counterspell, and that is why. Do not want to play against that card, even a little bit. Land is great. Now we can cast Frog. Back for half your life total. I think they kind of have to block. Yeah. Alright, so now Grist doesn't kill anything. And we have Force of Negation for Alurin. I will let the frog die. As much as I love Frog, I don't feel like getting comboed out and losing this game that we're pretty, thickly in charge of. Small pot. I will force this. Now we get to just attack for half their life total. I forgot to surveil. I didn't want this forest. Okay, so if we don't get comboed out, we win next turn. No, because the Deluge will knock Tasigur down 1. Annoying. You got it. Makes a bug. Go to end step. I'll activate Tasigur and then surveil. I think is the right way to do it. And they are just dead to removal spell here. Removal spell that's not Deluge. They'll give me back the Force of Negation. That makes sense. I guess I should have surveilled first, actually, because if there was a removal spell on top, just didn't have to do anything. Otawara is a removal spell. Okay, on to the next one, I believe. Unless they have some weird blowout for me, which they might. Combat. Player attackers. Attack your life points directly. Good game. Okay, that was an interesting one. We just really went back and forth attacking each other's hands. 1 land, and it's Gemstone Caverns. This is bad. Simon Nielsen says you can keep 1 land. We're going to keep 1 land. This is not wise. Do we just get rid of Oko? Yeah, gonna exile Oko. Draw a land. Draw a land. Draw a land. What are you doing? Fetching at upkeep. Okay, they're just surveilling at upkeep. Interesting timing. I guess if I was going to stifle them, it's a tapped land, but it is a land. So now I want to Inquisition more than I want to develop this Deathrite Shaman. Or a Dark Depths deck. Drown in the Lock kills either of those. I'll take white because I need to draw lands anyway. And that makes them make the choice between Goyf and Grist, both of which are terrible for us. That's not a land. And it's also not a Thoughtseize. You kill planeswalkers too? No. Subtlety is fine at that, though. I will invest in this Deathrite Shaman now. And Subtlety will just pitch the Stubborn Denial. I think that's fine. Shieldred's Edict. Well, now Subtlety will pitch Deceit. Stubborn Denial, yay! Non-creature Force Spike, baby. If this is Goyf, we'll just drown in the lock. If it's Grist, we'll Subtlety. Okay, it's Grist. Down to 1 card in hand. 2 lands and a Deathrite Shaman. Let's go. I think it is likely for them to put Grist on top. Yes, Grist is on top. Okay. Why doesn't Deathrite Shaman draw cards? That's a land. I'll take it. And I'm just going to attack because I am so likely to use this Drown in the Lock. Goyf this time. No, thank you. And countering over removing here just, stops any potential protection spell. No, Bajuka Bug! No, Tasigur! Good spell off the top. Good spell off the top. Didn't need all. Well, we might be cooked. We might just be cooked. Probably just get run over by the Planeswalker now. Wild Growth, sure. Gristo mills over a swamp, makes a bug. We're going to eat the Goyf at end step. I would really prefer that not come back. Fatal Push. It's a spell. Oh, we can fizzle the Grist. If they go to kill the Deathrite Shaman with Grist, it's like a trigger thing. So, oh, they're just creating a bug, though. Probably smart. Milled over Arcane Signet. I didn't know Grist played Arcane Signet. It's so full of mana dorks and stuff. Usually. This could be a different list. End step. Let's eat the White of the Reliquary. Go to 24. Next turn. Surveil land, whatever. Children's Edict. I do want that. That kills Grist. And now Deathrite is probably on Drain Life duty. Oh, so I can't fizzle it. Annoying. Because there are 2 creatures, I can't fizzle it. Dang it. I just had it a little wrong in my head. That's the wrong color mana. Fling to Dust. What a jerk. Yeah. I am going to Fatal Push this bug to put a card in the graveyard. Although they can just cling it. I'll take 1. Take my damage. They have 2 cards in hand. We are drawing Children's Edict. See if they want to cling the Shaman or Boreal Grazer. That thing blocks really well. It did not put in a land. Fatal Push it. Fatal Push doesn't work on Merit Lage anyway. And they still have mana to cling to Dust, so is what it is. Grist can just come back down and kill Tasigur. Maybe we'll just draw a counterspell. We'll just draw Perfect. Oh no, we're drawing Children's Edict. I already knew that. I guess I should just pass the turn. Yeah, I'll just pass the turn. I want to do things, though. Grist creates a bug. That's fine for now. They mill life from the loam. That's really good. If I get much lower on clock, I'll probably just scoop. We're like 7 minutes behind on clock in a game I don't think I'm going to win. They thought about attacking and then didn't. Go to end step. Edict your Grist. Each opponent sacrifices a Planeswalker. Counterspell? Land. Let's just go to the next game, because me playing this kind of deck, clock is the enemy. It's just so much, we're so much better on the play, so let's just do that. Won the die roll. We love winning die rolls. Of course, we were destined to. This hand is a black source away from being playable. I'll mulligan. This hand looks pretty cool to me. I'll keep this. And we'll put back... Animate Dead strikes me as very good. Profane Tutor... Like, board wipes are important in this matchup. Is it just Subtlety? Or Oko? I think it's Oko. Their commander is a Planeswalker, so just Oko. Let's fetch an Underground Sea and cycle Lorien Reveal. This will get our Tropical Island, and we will play that and suspend the Profane Tutor. Go to combat. Hopefully we just draw Cosmogoyf or Rite of Consumption, and then we can get the Tainted Pact and do the cool thing. That's my dream anyway. Nethergoyf. Yeah, you can have a Nethergoyf. It's a 0/1. Not interested in fighting over that in the slightest. Inquisition seems cool. Inquisition. It's probably Barrowgoyf. Just go blank. Go blank also seems good against me. Ogak in hand. Oh, but no, I'm going to animate Dead their Barrowgoyf. Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Still have days up. What is happening? Chalk in this Watery Grave. It would have been so sick to animate Dead the Hogak. All right, we got ourselves a Goyf. A 1/3. A 1/3 Goyf. Probably should have just taken that Go Blank card, but I didn't want to. Yeah, I definitely should have taken that. Can't do anything about it. I was thinking about dazing, but that doesn't make any sense. So we won't. We have a 0/2 Barrowgoyf. That's my favorite thing to happen in a bit. So what do we get here? Cosmogoyf, because it'll be nice and fat? I think so. Just want a big fatty here. What was their hand again? I don't even remember. Nothing that kills Cosmogoyf. Take the Cosmogoyf. I should take a card draw spell, but I'm not going to. You can't make me. Our Goyf is still not big enough to attack. I'll just hold up Counterspell here. I would like to just counter Grist before Hogak can come in. There's their green source. Yeah, they didn't have a green source prior to this. We will say no to Grist. Our Barrow-Goyf will actually have some power now. 4/6, respectable. Well, he'll be a 3/5. I assume Grist is going back to the command zone. Can they cast Hogak here? Barrow-Goyf blocks Hogak just fine, so... Oh no, they don't have a green source for the Grazer. Grist remains in graveyard. That is interesting to me. That is quite interesting to me. Wanshi's not really what we're looking for. Next turn, Hogak can come down. They block with their Goyf. I don't mind that. And let's cast this giant Cosmogoyf. It is the forbidden number, Endurance. Okay, for evoking it. Shuffling away my graveyard, I assume. Why did... Wait, what? They shuffled away their graveyard. Why did I lose Animate Dead? That's really weird. Yeah. State-based action. Opponent says it's a state-based action. I guess when they shuffle their graveyard, I don't know. I trust my opponent. If they say that's how it works, that's how it works. It's fine. Oh right, it took damage from the Nether Goyf and then they just shrunk it. Raska. That kills my Goyf. Don't stop it. Don't kill stuff. We worked hard for this Cosmo. Okay. Well, we're both in the garbage. Wistfulness draws cards. I'm interested in that. Let's cast Wistfulness. Draw 2, discard 1. Deluge. I think I'm actually less interested in Deluge right now. Let's cast Tasigur. And I'm going to leave Cosmogoyf in the graveyard because I want him back. Okay. If they can go Grazer plus Grist here, then they can kill Tasigur. Okay, it's just Grist. Grist plus Bloodghast comes back. Bloodghast. Ugh, annoying. And Vraska will... Oh, yeah, Vraska will sack it. Gain a life, draw a card. This is cool. Spell the Profane. I can kill the bug. Let's go to combat. We'll start there. Let's attack the thing that doesn't come back. They are going to block. And now we'll Fell the Profane on... Which one of these? This will kill Wanshi Tong. Let's just kill Grist and say go. I'm under 7 minutes on clock. I don't think this is going to go well. Oh, right. They can just do this over and over and over. Grist comes back. I imagine this kills Tasigur. Oh my gosh. I'm that far behind on clock? I'm so sorry, opponent. I didn't realize it was... I'm like 12 minutes behind on clock. I don't even know what I'm demonic tutoring for. Maybe my own Animate Dead? No, that just dies to everything. I don't have the mana to Tidebind them. All my stuff dies. Bowmaster's not great. Their Planeswalkers are huge. Just long goodbye. Kill Grist again. None of this matters. I can never win in time. I just messaged them and told them I can never ever win this game in time. Those were good. Yeah, that's a clock issue. I don't think this game is over, but because of the clock it is. So, GG.
Hey, some of you may know that I'm an author. This is my first novel that came out in 2018 from Lanternfish Press out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, The Vampire Gideon Suicide Hotline and Halfway House for Orphan Girls. This is a dark comedy about mental health in which a vampire runs a suicide hotline. People call and say how hard life is. His response is that being dead isn't really great. This book comes with heavy trigger warnings. Please find them online. But if you're liking the content, you may like it. There's a link in the description. Thanks so much.
Okay, round 2. We are on the play against Spider-Man. I'll definitely keep this. Preordain. Try to fix some stuff up. We've got removal and a counterspell for Spidey. Flash threat. Seems good. Opponent says another Tasigur. Oh, wow. They said 6 out of 7 games in their leagues. Well, The new hotness, you unban something. I'm going to pay a life to preordain. I like both of these cards. I'll say top and pass. If they kill Tamiyo, that kind of stinks, but I'm still interested in putting her onto the battlefield. And if they don't kill her, that's just awesome. 6 out of 7 that seems crazy. Probing me, you got it. They say basic island, pass. I will also go basic island. I know they know about the Otawara, but I'm still more interested in that as a potential spell later if we just keep drawing lands. Basic mountain. Whenever I see basic out of Spider-Man, I'm like, I'm getting harbingered or mooned. Braid. Well, I can't do anything about it, so I won't. I do like the card Abrade in the dual meta. Fatal Push is fine. Fatal Push kills Spider-Man, so it's actually quite good. We like killing Spider-Man 2099. We do not like that card being on the board. It's also important to mention with the build I put together of this deck, I'm not playing Mental Note, Thought Scour, or Malevolent Rumble, which seem to be in basically all of the lists for good reason. They just power out Tasigur. I was a little more interested in having a couple more diverse threats, and because of the little combo pieces, those just seemed to be the right things to cut to me. I think if I were doing a little heavier, like, tempo build, I might have left them in, but milling over the combo pieces feels bad. So I don't know if it's right or wrong, but it's what I did. The iteration, expressively, they put Bauble into exile. You may love to draw an untapped land here. Be able to flash in this Wanshi and draw a card. They draw from their Bauble. Bargain. I don't have a green source, so that stinks. All right, say go. This is not looking great. I don't want to be missing land drops in the control-ish matchup. Mountain Cycling Oliphant. You may, and we will pass the turn. They surveil from their thundering falls. The falls are thundering, the falls, they're thundering. They're not bellowing or lightninging their thunder. Land. All right. Pass. This sucks. Yeah, they're hitting all their land drops, and we're not hitting any land. I need to find this land drop. Take the iteration out of their graveyard. Oh my goodness, deck. I have to go to discard? Jeez. What do I discard? I think it's just Wanshi. No, it's Jace. Definitely discard Jace. I don't think this game is going to come down to us trying to combo off. I think it's a matter of survival and managing to stabilize somehow, which is not looking good, admittedly. Need to draw lands. All right, we're playing some more draw go. So they have a handful of reactive spells. Land. I mean, it is a land. It is in fact a land. And it does let us bargain at end step if they don't go for anything. And they play tapped land and say go. So let's try to bargain. Only interested in lands here. What do you mean? Black, blue, 1, 2. Rakshasa's bargain. Bargain. Black, blue, 1, 2. Okay, I don't know why that was being weird. And they force spike it. Yeah, sure. Get something out of their hand. Land! We didn't even need to bargain. Who needs it? Don't want to cast Tasigur with a bunch of interaction in hand? No. They're sitting there with a grip full of reactive spells. And so are we, so I think at this point it's whoever blinks first. But we have stuff to do on end step. So I will try to do things on their end step. They are casting a fear of missing out. And I think that's fine. We'll let them have the discard draw. They discard a Burst Lightning. Go to end step. Try to Fatal Push this guy. And it worked. Do I just want to draw off Cling to Dust? I think so. I'll try to take the Git Probe out of their library. Yeah, I'm more interested in cards here than Tasigur. Alright, they let that happen. Ooh, Psychic Frog. I love Psychic Frog. I'm not going to cast it, but I do love it. Now they have something to do in end step. Cycling Miscalc, that's fine. High octane, exciting magic. Zurgo, baby. End step, let's crack this and just rip a full Wan Shi Tong that I am almost certain will not resolve. And if it does, it just gets like lightning bolted with the trigger on the stack, but I am still interested in doing this. And who knows, maybe they just have 6 more lands in their hand, he said, knowing it's not true. I do want to get to this frog, though. Oh, it did resolve, so we're going to draw some cards. Unholy Heat's fine. That's kind of tight. Snapcaster Damnation. Neither of those are like super what I'm looking for, but they are cards to discard to frog, which I'm going to cast now. Really hard to kill frog with red removal. And I do wonder if they're looking for a window to just combo me out, but it looks like they're just like insanely flooded here. I could also see this being a mana leak. Blue, Murktide Reach. I think I try to counter it, and then if that doesn't work, we'll Edict. Are they just sitting on... They just have all air in hand? This is crazy. And then even if they counter the Edict, we have Snap Edict. Okay, Murktide back to the top of their library. Now they're going to fetch. So they shuffled away the Murktide. Now this smells like combo time. So we'll try to Stern Scold here. They have 3 cards in hand. They are hard casting a Fury. That's fine. I'm going to discard cards to save the frog. Let's discard Damnation, discard Daze, and discard Tidebinder. Hope they don't have a gut shot or something, and that maybe I should have pitched Snapcaster Mage. I don't know. I kind of believe in Snapcaster more than these other cards. Okay. Let's Edict your Fury. Go to combat. They are down to 2 cards in hand. This has been a weird game. We were mana screwed for a long time, and now they just haven't really done anything. Draw Opposition Agent, which isn't like the best thing to have drawn, but it is a thing to have drawn. I'll play Sink into Stupor as land and not pay life and say go. We have Snap Scolding for Spidey. They have Murktide. No, they shuffled away their Murktide. That's right. All right, so let's go Snapcaster. They are replicating Lose Focus. Does that mean we're dying this turn? It might. I can't do anything, so I won't. Maybe I should have cast Tasigur. Yeah, like Wild Ride here just kills us. You have it. Cloud of the Dominus does not kill us. It puts us at 2, but it doesn't kill us. I think I do have to leave the frog back because it beats Spider-Man in combat. Oh, the Ghost Fire Slice as well. GG. Yeah, I don't have Cling to Dust mana to gain life. GG. Game 2. Okay, how's this hand look? I just want to keep this Tainted Pact. I want to do the Cosmogoyf combo. You can't tell me it's wrong. I want to do it. Brain Surge can find Cosmogoyf or Rite of Consumption. Alright, I'm going to lead on Bloodstained Mire with the intention of fetching an Undercity Suez. I could do it now, but I'm not living in fear of Stifle. You cannot make me. You can't make me. Is it happening, or are they just surveilling on top of ours? They're just surveilling. I think if you're not stifling, you should probably wait for your opponent's surveil to resolve, just to see like what they dump. Because I know they kept the card. That doesn't change my choice, but like if I'm searching for a land or something, I don't know. It probably never comes up, but it might. Fetch land, say go. Yeah, that last game, if I just asked Tasigur, we don't die. So that was bad. I was thinking maybe I'd want to like snap Edict or something, and that having the mana up was important, but clearly that was wrong. Is it a Tail's End? Oh, it might be. It's a Tail's End. Goodbye, land. Oh, it's Wan Shi Tong. Okay, you get your card. Wan Shi Tong's so good. Oh my gosh! No! Alright, I clicked through fetching! Oh no! Alright, playing on super hard mode. It's like we got Tails Ended and they drew a card and got a 2/2. Oh no! My opponent messaged me with a great deal of empathy. We do have the combo in hand, so whatever. Yeah, you can draw off Wan Shi Tong. I don't care. I hate my life. Godly. All right. Jace can get blown out by red removal. They have counter spells. We have 2 more lands. It should be fine. I can't Brain Surge now, which is what I really wanted to do. It should be fine. Everything's fine. We get clocked for 3, go to 14. Everything's fine. So sad. Okay, they play land. I'll remand the FOMO just to get my card. I'm just trying to tempo to the combo now. Profane Tutor. Profane Tutor gives us a backup for this Tainted Pact. Do I want to take 3 more damage? I don't think so. I'm going to. We're all in now. Magic Online is being super laggy, which I think is why I clicked through fetching. That's the first time I've ever clicked through fetching. I've clicked through a lot of bad misclicks in my time, but never fetching before. Oh god, that was so atrocious. I shouldn't have suspended the Profane Tutor. I should have held up Brain Surge. If we draw a land, I might just want to fell the Profane, either Wan Shi or Spider-Man. Swarmyard. That's a bummer. Cards no longer say they can't be regenerated. I'll Spell Pierce that. Oh, misstep! Blowout! Blowout! Okay, GG. We're dead. Alright. Well, 0-2, thanks to the clock in the first match and literally missing our fetch land in the second, because we could have gone Fell the Profane on one of these creatures if I just fetch. We also would have had the Brain Surge. The game would have been a lot different. That's fine. On to the next one.
This is my latest book, My Therapist Says This Grief Journal is a Good Idea, that was released in March of 2025 by Lanternfish Press. This is a dark comedy about family trauma that explores how important dogs are to the healing process. It is the literal grief journal of a man in his mid-20s whose father had tragically passed away, learning to grieve. It also comes with trigger warnings, but please consider checking it out. Link in the description below. Thanks.
Round 3 on the play in the mirror. I clicked keep on the hand before I actually saw it. It should be fine. We're going to go tapped land, pass. Then on the next turn, we'll Thoughtseize. This is fine. This hand's fine. I don't know that I would have kept it, but it's cool. Oh, they cycled Street Wraith. That kind of yells combo at me, but I can't be certain. Peak. You got it. Peak is another card that I'm not playing that it's very reasonable to be playing. Urza's Bauble. What are you doing? What are you up to? I think this is probably a combo build. They are just trying to churn through their deck right now. They draw from their bubble. I will now Thoughtseize you. This will put another thing into the graveyard for Tasigur, but maybe we can get a crucial card here. Bargain for Snapcaster, Mana Leak. Okay, so I was wrong. This is I have to think this is a control list with their Requiting Hex and stuff. I could just take their Cling to Dust. Cling to Dust, Mana Leak, or Force of Negation. It's not Snapcaster. They don't have a black source, but this kills Cosmogoyf and nothing else does. I don't have a green source. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just clicking. Click, click, clicking. That's their only removal spell, though. I don't know. I think it's probably fine. Man, they are just drawing all the cards. I'm jealous. Consider, my lord. Just looking for their black source, I guess. Have you found it yet? I would love a green source. I think I'm just going to evoke Wistfulness here. I guess that hits their Cling to Dust eventually. Or if they go Snap Requiting Hex on something. I'm going to evoke Wistfulness before I do anything else. I don't know what you could have here to interact with this. Okay, we'll draw 2 and discard. I don't want to discard the land. Is it just Oko? Oko gets Force of Negation. I keep pitching Oko, and it like can't be right to do it this often. But it's also not our 4th land. The only thing Misstep hits right now is Cling to Dust. I think it's Oko. I'm just gonna say goodbye to Oko. And then we'll Inquisition, and they can Force of Negation if they want. They do want. Okay. And they got rid of the Snapcaster Mate. Crazy. All right, well, Inquisition got an extra card. That's cool. All right, I think that Force of Negation felt very aggressive, but who am I to say? They do still have 5 cards in hand, and they found their black source. So now they can cast Tasigur and hold up Mana Leak. That seems strong. Yep. Tasigur is just such a sturdy creature. Like 4/5, the mana value's high for a lot of the conditional removal. That puts 4 cards in grave, so it leaves Tasigur leakable, but then we can remand their leak, get our Underground Sea. Should have gotten a green source, can't cast Cosmogoyf. Silly, silly, silly. And I am... Woo! Cast our own TASIDADDY. TASIDADDY, here he comes. I'll remand your mana leak. You can keep that in your hand. Wow, not fetching a green source there was just awful. Could have had a huge goyf. Alright, well now we have a basic forest. So, not as punished as we could have been. I expect them to cling to dust this remand if they didn't find a land. They did find a land. Whatever. And they are just going to say go. Another land for us. Let's fetch up our basic forest. We can pay for Mana Leak, and I will. 5/6. 2 mana 5/6. Feels awesome. Cosmogoyf is so cool. I'm so glad that like this card has a home now in Duel. I'd seen the Rite of Consumption combo in some Glarb lists, but it's just not the same. They're surveilling off a sewer, and they put Sink into Stupor. Okay. I imagine they'll bargain at end step. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine. I don't like it, but not like there's anything to be done. They put land into the graveyard. I'm not going to attack with Tasigur because it doesn't make any sense to. That might have been... I didn't realize we were still in a main phase. Like, what if I had a Psychic Frog that they could have Mana Leak? Not like I'm one to talk about tight play. It's just worth mentioning. I think I'm fine with this Cling to Dust, right? I think I'm fine with this Cling to Dust. No, I'll deprive them of the card if I can. See if they want to fight over this. I wouldn't mind if they did. It feels to me like they're digging for an answer to Cosmogoyf. They'll Mana Leak. I'll pay. Now a Fatal Push would be pretty annoying, but I'm still going to pay. Okay, that all happens. Do you have a Fatal Push? Apparently not. Kind of glad I took that Requiting Hex at the start now. Preordain is good. I'll Preordain. I'll always Preordain. Those are 2 spells. Ooh, and that one kills Tasigur. Let's go top. Play our land. Do I just want to kill Tasigur and bash? Not yet. Not yet. I think I'll do that once it's a lethal attack. Okay. They do want to block, and I will pass the turn. Probably drown in the lock the recast. There won't be enough cards in their graveyard anymore once they delve. But we can counter some other spell. Yeah, because they can delve 7 here. You got it. They shock in their breeding pool. They are casting a spell. Quantum Riddle. I can counter that, so I will. That card is good, and I don't really want them to have a 4/6 flyer. And now we're drawing Mana Leak. I can't activate Tasigur now, but I think that's fine. I'll play out this land. I think I attack with both now. No, we'll just attack with the goyf again. And this time they just take damage. Mana Leak is not looking great while they have 6 mana, but... oh, now it is. Jace, no. No, thank you. I also have that card in the deck. I know what it does. Alright, let's activate Tasigur. Not before end step, please. Oh, we're hellbent, it doesn't matter. But good habits are good habits, I suppose. Activate TASIDADDY. It'll give us the Requiting Hex. It's a card. Ooh, Deceit. Game over? We'll go for it. Yeah, if they don't have anything here, I want to hard cast him. It's smarter to just go for the bounce, but I want to hard cast him. Deceit. Oh, if this is a miscalculation or a lose focus, I'll be so sad. Oh, okay. We got away with it, thank goodness. Why am I this way? I should be more concerned with winning than I am. Maybe it's just a matter of you punt so much that you become immune to it. I'll keep this. I'm gonna Git probe and see if there's anything I want to thought seize, and if there's not, I'll ponder. Play the land out first. Ooh, duress too. Yeah, I'm fine playing the land out first. Just I don't feel like getting force spiked or something. Okay, misstep. So now let's thought seize you. Are you playing Stifle? No. I live in fear of Stifle. We'll start the game at 15. Why not? Like we're playing modern. Star charts, memory lapse. Do I take their Cosmogoyf? Or do I take their card draw spell? I need to draw lands. I think I take the memory lapse. Just because I need to draw lands. And getting time walked by that would be really bad. And they've shown that they're pretty aggressive with their interaction. So I think this is correct. If we draw a land, we get to go duress plus ponder. If not, I think I just have to ponder. I'm confident we'll find something to kill the Cosmogoyf. Play a lot of removal. Yes, you may have a 0/1. They'll be bigger eventually. Okay, we did find the land. So I think now we take their star charts. Wow, I am just clicking any button I find to shred out their hand even more. I'd rather have lands. I would rather have lands. And I guess Wistfulness could find lands, but there you go. That's what we're looking for. Duress you. I would like your draw spell, please. So they have Spell Snare, Mana. Both of those are easier to play around than unknowns. Cycling Street Wraith. So now they can, they can bash us for 5 here. Kind of annoying. We'll go to 9. Maybe I should have taken the frickin' Cosmogoyf. Yeah, this is how we just killed them. Just play so much removal. Figured it'd be fine. They have Mana Leak, Spell Snare, 2 unknowns. They missed their land drop, which we successfully avoided doing. Oh, maybe they do have the land still. They do not. Okay. Days. Days can be useful. I will lead on Consider. I want to find removal for this Goyf. That is removal for the Goyf. No, it's not. Yes, it is. We just have to block with Tasigur and then pay life to make it happen, but that is what it is. I'll leave Ponder and a land in the graveyard. Here's our own TASIDADDY. Oh, Daze does get spell snared, but Daze is only good if they're tapping out anyway, so whatever. They go to combat. They come in with both. We block the Cosmogoyf. Yeah, we'll block the Cosmogoyf. I think we lost by not taking the Cosmogoyf out of their hand. This member puts us at 1. I have to do it. I'm not happy about it, but I have to do it. They can Mana Leak, will Daze, throw down Oppo to block Tasigur, return the Underground Sea. I guess I can actually just recast Tasigur. No. Yes? No. How much does he cost? He costs 8. 4 and 3 is only 7. Alright, so we'll throw down Oppo to chump block. No point in sandbagging it when we're dead on board. Ah, they found a land. Not that it matters at this point. Okay. Wow, Magic Online the last, couple times I've played has been really laggy. Since, the last couple leagues. The Hashaton one was also really laggy. Force of Negation's not it. Cast Tasigur, try to stabilize here. We have Force of Negation for a removal spell on him. But if they counter him, we're dead. Don't counter him. Don't. I said don't. No, I said don't. GG. Game 3. Alright, that game was lost by not respecting Cosmogoyf after literally winning with Cosmogoyf. 5 lands and a Force Spike. We're doing it. Absolutely doing it. I like my lands and I like Tainted Pact. What's going to happen right now is we're going to top deck Rite of Consumption. And then Cosmogoyf's going to be enough cards down that it just leads to the kill. We're just going to draw great. That's all it needs to happen. Oh my gosh, and Surveil lands are so broken. I'll take Counterspell. It's a spell. I am just in the market for any spell. Yeah, we'll go Wooded Foothills pass with the intention of fetching a Hedge Maze. The hands that I keep, oh my goodness. If you're watching, please comment if you would enjoy the content more if I like really focus in on trying to win, because I'm more focused on entertaining and having a good time. But if it's more enjoyable if I play really competitively, please let me know. Because I like doing this, but if it's not as good for content, I can always adjust. I'll take Duress, that's another spell. I like drawing spells. And I'll play another fetch land in case we don't have to use our mana. I can just surveil again. I will let this Duress get countered. Actually, I'll force spike if it's available. Sure. Yeah, I will. I will absolutely force spike this. I wonder, like, if they're trying to protect something, if they just figure they're losing the mana leak anyway. I want to know what's going on. And force spike only gets worse as the game goes on. Oko Dismember sink into stupor in their own duress. Ugh, and a Psychic Frog. It's just gotta be Oko here. Although I can Tainted Pact for an answer, because their duress almost certainly takes my Tainted Pact, and then they know they're clear for Frog. I'm gonna take their duress. Tainted Pact is a way we win the game, even if we're just like criminally behind. And this way I can keep bluffing stuff. They still don't have a black source, so they can't cast Frog. This is going to be Oko. I think I do have to Tainted Pact for an answer to Oko. I didn't check to see what their mana was like for Frog before deciding on the Duress, which they also wouldn't have been able to cast. But if they just draw a black source, I'm fine with this. Underground Mortuary, Deathrite Shaman is not an answer to Oko. I would like to just naturally draw an answer to Oko. That's not it either. I think I'm fine with them having a 3-3. I'm just going to say go. I am just fine with them having a 3-3 here. Yeah, you got it. We go to 14. They shock in their land. Interesting. So let's Tainted Pact now. I do not want Stern Scolding. I do not want Thoughtseize. I do not want Psychic Frog. I do not want Underground River. I'm not going to do this for all the cards. I did briefly think about Tishana's Tidebinder. Sheoldred's Edict. I can't cast it now because of the sink into stupor. Or we just make them use the sink into stupor and hope there's no hard counterspell here. Because if they just bounce it to my hand, then we cast it again with counter backup and cast Tasigur. They are just bargaining. They still don't have black mana. I guess they're just... What are they looking for? Okay. Now I'm feeling pretty good. Animate Dead. Do you have anything worth animating in here? They don't. Do I? I don't. Okay. Let's cast TASIDADDY. TASIDADDY, here he comes. TASIDADDY, having fun. All right, we have a 4-5 to their 3-3. And counterspell and mana leak. Seems good. Oh, they already played. They didn't even have the sink into stupor. They already played it. I will counter and dismember. Magic Online, what is going on? This lag already made me fail to find on a fetch land. All right. I guess they just have Psychic Frog in all air. Oh, there's the blacks. They can resolve Tasigur. They cannot resolve Frog. Sure. Attack. Attack me. So next turn they can resolve Frog through this mana leak. Not great. Feeling pretty behind here. Oh, we've used all our surveil lands. Dang it. Watery Grave, don't pay life. Something good. Something good. It's not really good. All right, pass. Remand Frog, mana leak it if they recast. But they do have 4 other cards in hand. Frog is just the thing that I am far and away most worried about. Doing something else. Fire Nation Occupation. No, thank you. Fire Nation Occupation is another card that I am not playing that I know a lot of the Tasigur Control lists are, and it does seem sweet. I just didn't want like a 3-mana sorcery speed, no ETB card. Was kind of my thinking, but again, that might be wrong. This stinks. All right, pass. Now we can't deal with Frog. But I don't think that mana leak was ever getting any better than that. And who knows, maybe we remand into something that does deal with Frog. Just trying to cycle off this remand here. Oh, that doesn't... yeah, that kills Frog. I'm into that. I am into killing Frog. I'm going to pay the full price here because they can't discard enough cards right now to save it. And then we can animate dead on it. Tight. This animate dead just became a lot better. Bargain. I do like bargain. Not better than I like Psychic Frog, though. I need to make sure I have green up. I would like your frog, please. Oh, wow, that resolved too. I wonder if their game is also really laggy. All right, we've got a Psychic Frog and a Tasigur to their 3/3 food and a Tasigur. They do have 4 cards to R2. So I think we're ahead on board, but that's kind of the only metric. Demonic Tutor. That has to be okay. Can't do anything about it. I guess I could have bargained and tried to hit exactly Force of Negation in 4 looks of our 66 cards. That doesn't seem like what I should be doing. This could also just be like Jace or something, I guess. Neoform would be really bad news. I don't know if they're doing that. I think Fire Nation Occupation is not in the like Neoform combo list, but I also don't know. And then because I don't know if the like Storm style lists get blown out by a mental misstep. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about anything. It's fine. The holding pattern continues, and we are far behind on clock. What else is new? Let's bargain. I hope they did Demonic Tutor for that Abrupt Decay, though. That would be sweet. Let's take a Demonic Tutor and a Spell Pierce. Force of Negation's not bad. Do I want to keep the tradition of these games going and just get Cosmogoyf? It seems like I have better options, but that also might be fun. What do we care about? We care about all of this stuff. So just Tamiyo? Get our own frog. Frog's really good. Oppo. Oko. Maybe it's just Oko. Can I Oko with Spell Pierce backup? How much mana do we have? No, I cannot. I think I just want Tamiyo. I thought seize them. No, I think I just want Tamiyo. Let's just try to put an engine online and pull way ahead. Like, it was between Tamiyo and Frog, I think, and Frog gets the game over with more quickly, but we just don't have that many cards to pitch to it. They're tapping a bunch of mana. So let's Spell Pierce and make them pay the mana and then go for Force of Negation. And I don't know what they could have. I guess Misdirection. Okay. All right, so Jace is exiled. He's never coming back. And we have to win in 6.5 minutes. We're hellbent, and they have 3 cards. I will Inquisition before I do anything else. They have the Force of Negation now. Sure. Inquisition got us 2 cards again. Combat, attack with Tamiyo, make our clue, and pass? Or would I rather draw now in case it's a land and hit the land drop? Or do I want to just try to flip her on the next turn? I'm going to draw now. Oko. Okay. Oko's pretty good. I should F6 because I can't do anything and clock. Okay, they did have the Tainted Pact. I'm glad we didn't get Jaced. I wonder what they're looking for here. Oh, I forgot to check what they exiled to Force of Negation, but whatever. Tamiyo plus Oko's pretty sweet. Maybe we just start turning the clues into creatures. They put Stubborn Denial. They put Stubborn Denial in their hand and cast Barrelgoyf. Stubborn Denial does counter Oko. That is sad. We drew a land. So let's attack with Tamiyo. So I guess Barrelgoyf is what they were... they were either protecting Barrelgoyf or Tainted Pact with the Force of Negation. Something tells me it was Barrelgoyf. But we just need to find something here that lets Oko get in around Stubborn Denial. Get a basic island. Or, yeah, we need something that gets around. We actually have a lot of good draws, because, like, a removal spell has to be Stubborn Denialed. And then we have Oko. Spell the Profane is a removal spell. It gets denied. Barrelgoyf's a 5/6. All right. We'll try it in combat, and we'll get denied stubbornly, but that has to be what it is. And then we'll block him. We'll take 7. We'll go to 5. Then we'll put Oko online and start making a clue creature army, I guess. They attack with everything. We get this denied because I think Oko is just more important. What if I take 9? What if I go to 3? Block their food. I am going to do that. I'm going to block like this. They mill a billion cards, gain a billion life. We probably can't win in time. Oh, they get to pick up a Riddler. Oh, they get to pick up a Riddler draw too. Yikes. And Riddler just kills us. No! I have to keep Tamiyo as a blocker. No, we're dead. Damnation off the top. Damnation off the top. Damnation off the top. Damnation off the top. Off the top. Damnation. Well, we get a look at it with Tamiyo. Play to our outs. Just crack this right away so we know if we can concede or not. Damnation off the top. Does Wan Shiton keep us alive? Not that. Yes, because he'll flip Tamiyo at least. And so now a fatal push. Because we cracked a clue. Fatal push off the top. Fatal push off the top. Fatal push off the top. Boo. GG. I think for Magic Online purposes, and me personally, this just isn't the deck. We've been in the red zone on clock every single match, and my lord, does it stress me the heck out. GG's opponent. Round 4 on the play against Zurgo Bellstriker Mono Red with a 2-lander that I am certainly keeping because I want to Stern Scolding Zurgo. That's the whole story. I want to Stern Scold Zurgo. Mono Red 1-drop. Bah. Ugh. There are definitely better creatures in the deck to counter, like that one. You can have Zurgo. Oh, I do not want to play against a Monastery Swift Spear pretty much ever. Art kills really fast. Sunken Ruins. Preordain or hold up Memory Lapse. I'm going to hold up Memory Lapse. I guess I could have also... I'm interested in Hardcast Wistfulness against this deck. Zurgo. Memory Lapse. Oh, and they sent to Command Zone, not to top. Seal of Fire. Oh, that kills Deathrite Shaman. Oh, wait. Hard for Mono Red to kill a 4/5, I would think. Let's preordain. Go top. Yeah. And I'm just going to cast Tasigur. This seems good. 1 mana 4/5. Bigger than a 1 mana 2/2. And if they want to use the Seal of Fire and a Lightning Bolt, just gets us closer to Wistfulness. They're fetching from a Wooded Foothills and Screaming Nemesis. I'll just block it. They can kill Tasigur. Got other stuff going on. Like an absolutely enormous Cosmogoyf. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh man, I am so tempted here to just Tainted Pact for Cosmogoyf. I don't even think it's a bad play. How do they ever kill that creature? I guess if I block Screaming Nemesis with it, I'd just Tainted Pact for an answer to Screaming Nemesis. But I think I'll just say go. They're down to 2 cards in hand. Yeah, Screaming Nemesis might actually be like the only card in their deck that can sort of beat Cosmogoyf. Eldin. I will Brain Surge in response to that. Daze doesn't work. Lorien Revealed is our 5th land for Wistfulness. So let's put back land Lorien, because Lorien shuffles. And then we're taking 5. Taking 5 down to 8. That feels like it's kind of in... We're basically dead range. That Pyrokinesis was really good. Card's the bane of my existence. I will for sure daze that. And they can't collect enough evidence to bring it back. We are going to take 5. I think I have to Tainted Pact for something now. Can't be Cosmogoyf, as much as I want it to be Cosmogoyf. We can't gain life. I don't have a Barrogoyf in my list either, which is... It has to be objectively wrong. But I just wanted to try some stuff out. Yeah, I just have to answer this Screaming Nemesis, as lame as that is. I also tapped wrong. Yeah, Drowning the Lock does it. And I'm just gonna answer it right now. They are 1 mana away from this Detective's Phoenix. That was the really, really bad timing. Because now they're 1 mana away from bestowing the Detective's Phoenix onto Feldon, which is 4. Yeah, that was bad. What do we expect from me? If it's just Zurgo, I don't mind that at all. Fire Blast! What a sicko! Awesome. I love Fire Blast. If I'm going to die to a red card, it can be Fire Blast. Tell you that much right now. Yeah, we're dead. GG. GG. All right, let's list off my least favorite Magic cards in existence. They go Broadside Bombardiers, Pyrokinesis, Fury, Screaming Nemesis, in that order. Hate them all. This gets beat up by Zurgo. I'll mulligan. This is better. Sure. Keep this. Put back Deceit. Put back Lorien. Put back Fel the Profane. Put back something. I would like to go to 5. Can I go to 5? All of this stuff just hurts me. This hand sucks. Why did I keep this? Did they switch into... Oh, they switched into Kellan. They did switch. I never noticed. This is the first time I've ever noticed someone switching their commander before the game has begun. First time ever. Not kidding. Do I just suspend Profane Tutor? Get Tainted Pact for Cosmogoyf. Cosmogoyf is just a giant murderer. I don't know. There is a part of me that is hoping we just lose this game so I can drop from the league. I'm still going to try to win, but that's a real thing that's happening in my head right now. Undercity Sewers, just give me removal here. A Requiting Hex, a Fatal Push. Oh. Jace is so slow, and I don't have a third blue. I don't want him. I don't want him. You can't make me take it. We're against mono red, and that card is slow. Damnation seems really good, though. Damnation seems really, really good. And that comes in 2 turns, so they have to kill us really, really fast. Which they can do. Worried about seeing, like, specifically Slick Shot show off. Oh yeah, well, you're at 19 now. I've lost my mind. It's gotten late. I'm tired. I don't know what Cunning Coyote does. Don't make me read cards. When it enters... Okay, so we're taking 4 here. I am just going to grab Damnation with that Profane Tutor. Go for the full gusto. I'm going to play this tapped. I could bounce one of these jerks, but they both have haste. At least take some mana. I'm just Damnation next turn anyway. Sure. I don't think this is good. I also don't think it's smart. Still doing it. I guess I could Tainted Pact for Cosmogoyf. They can just literally never attack through it. Yeah, we'll see what we draw. I'll have to Profane Tutor before we get to see what we draw. So lame. Taking 3, maybe more. Here's Kellan. So now I will Damnation. Get a good little 3 for 1. If they didn't cast Kellan, I probably wouldn't. But now I will. Have you ever met a nation that you're trying to damn? Wiping the board of creatures, 'cause you're a wolf and not a lamb. This is not a good song that I'm making up, but I'm still doing it. Yeah. Damnation. Ooh, Subtlety. Subtlety's not bad. Damnation. Goodbye all your stuff. Subtlety, a follow-up creature, cast Tasigur? Seems pretty strong, right? Right? I don't want to see a headliner Scarlet. I think that would be annoying. I'll Subtlety Kellan. Why not? Just Time Walk him for this turn. And Kellan goes back to the command. We get shot in the face with a Chain Lightning. I can't pay red, so I won't. That does make me think those 3 cards in hand are burn spells. We might be dead. We might be going 0-4 drop. Oh, Abrupt Decay is really good. Just like want to draw bad cards so I can stop playing Magic. I'm going to leave Subtlety in the graveyard, I guess. Yeah, that seems fine. It's a creature and everything. Here's TASIDADDY, and we'll say go with a 4/5 in play. We're at 7, though. 7's not a lot of life. We're dead to Fire Blast plus Lightning Bolt. Don't love that. Abrupt Decay, literally any permanent they put into the battlefield. Disguise. What the heck? What is this? Disguised creature? Got Ward 2? We can still kill it. Allen Gates. So, whatever this thing is, they want to protect it. Which means I want it to die. And ward does not stop abrupt decay. I do not have to pay. Goodbye. What was this? Fugitive Codebreaker. Prowess and haste. When it's turn face up, discard your hand and draw 3. Okay, so it's like a red emergency draw type card. I probably don't want to start attacking. Just like dead to prowess, hasty prowessy thing plus burn spells. That gains us life, so I'm into that. And I'll just say go here. We have a Tasigur activation at end step if we're still alive. They sear our sweet, sweet shaman. We will not be gaining that life. Kellan is back. I do not have a response to that. Let's activate TASIDADDY. I guess I could have left a seat in the graveyard instead of subtlety. Probably been better. Plays to the board, beats up their hand. I think they probably just give me Deathrite Shaman back. Doesn't... I guess if they don't have a way to kill it. Yeah, Spell Snare actually is definitely the right choice there. Oh, I wanted to see Psychic Frog. I'm going to activate Tasigur now. They know the only card in our hand. I should probably leave up black for a Fatal Push or something. I'll do that. Hopefully tapping out of this Spell Snare didn't just kill us. Long goodbye. I'll take it. Why would you give me that? I don't know the one card. We're 4 minutes behind on clock. These Sultai control decks and my play rate do not mesh. But there's a little dog laying on my feet, so that's nice. Literally, as I said that, she just got up. What a jerk. All right, Kellan not coming in. Things are happening, though. Fury. This guy stinks. I hate this card. Oh, are they effectively killing Tassie? No, they're just putting a 3/3 double striker into play. There are certainly worse things that you could do. Lorien revealed. Do I cycle that off for a land? Probably. Yeah, let's just cycle it off. My brain has officially stopped for this. Let's take a surveil. I don't want more lands. Deck, don't. We'll pass the turn. They know about the long goodbye because they gave it to us. I will block and trade with Fury. I think it would be insane not to do that. Don't you dare burn me out. Or do. Alright. Boo. Boo! Kill me. Alright, they're both coming in. We'll declare blocks. Block here. Block here. Magic Online, let me block. Okay. See if they want to dump mana into Kellan before we kill him. Alright, they don't. Magic Online, please. Going so slowly. Kellan has passed away. Fury has passed away. Tasigur will go back to the command zone. And then continue being a 1-mana 4/5. They are slicing us. Uh-oh. Are we dead? Are we dead? No. We're not dead yet. But we might be. Did you find it? What'd you find? Put me out of my misery. Oh, we can spell snare that. Fine. Oh, demonic tutor. How do we gain a bunch of life? What I need to do. Well, it is like the best card in the format, so I'll cast it. I guess I could get like Rite of Consumption. I want a Cosmogoyf Rite of Consumption. Why? Ugh, now I wish I had a Barogoyf in the list. My word. They can just never kill Cosmogoyf. Alright, let me look to see if there's something that actually gains life here. Rite of Consumption and Requiting Hex do technically gain life. They're just not really what I'm looking for. Ooh, big ol' Wistfulness. Wanshi to just draw a lot of cards? Wanshi draws a lot of cards. I want Cosmogoyf. They'll burn us to death or they won't. This is where we're at, squad. Giant beater. They need to draw a lightning bolt off the top. Alright, we've got 2 huge idiots in play. If they draw it, they draw it. Oh man, we just have a lethal attack. That's crazy. Screaming Nemesis here would actually make me so mad. Like, a lightning bolt? I'm super chill with that. Screaming Nemesis in particular, right here, to end the game, would make me livid. Livid. Oh, they drew a land. Never mind. Kellan's back. Can I only attack with the Cosmogoyf in case of a haste creature? Ooh, there's some life gain. Life gain and grow Cosmogoyf into a lethal attacker, I think. No, I don't have enough cards to exile. Dang it. Okay, they scooped to that. Game 3. Alright. Yeah, I like this hand a lot. Alright, it's still Kellan. I had to check to make sure it wasn't like that Blood Moon creature or something. Yeah, this hand is very good. And now we have a shuffle for a brainstorm too. All right, I'll go Polluted Delta pass. Kellan has to be better than Zurgo Bellstriker. Like, he just actually does things. He's not just a 2/2. Oh, Gao, that card's good. I'll probably just Abrupt Decay that. Just buy time to get to this damn niche. The Seiju is not what I'm looking for. Turkish Bowmasters might be. When do you get your +1/+1 counter? Whenever he attacks. It will be a 3/3 when he attacks. I'll let them go to combat. No, I'm just gonna Bowmaster, kill Kellan, and chump block Gao. Because Kellan becomes a 3/2 at instant speed. So this is the window to take him off the board. Why did that do a thing to me? At the beginning of each end step, if a card left your graveyard. Oh, cool. That's what makes this card good. I never understood, like, why all of the red aggro decks were playing Gao, but I guess it's if your commander dies and goes to the graveyard and then leaves, that counts to trigger him. Kind of neat. 4/2 trample haste, and it's an artifact. So if they oh wait, what? Oh, it's a creature until end of turn. Well, I'll just double block that, and we'll take 5 damage. I'm not like stoked about it, but you know, I'll trade with that thing. Let's brainstorm. I love brainstorming. Well, we know we don't want Gemstone Caverns. We probably don't want Otawara either. Yeah, I think both of these go back. We'll get our Underground Sea. This guy's going to be a 4/4. And then we'll pass the turn, and we have Abrupt Decay on this guy, Remand on something maybe a little scarier. And then if they resolve something we kind of don't care about, we might just Damnation. I am 8 minutes behind on clock. This is crazy how bad I am at Moto. All right, yeah, we'll just, we'll make this guy go away. Here's Kellan again. I probably just want Cosmogoyf again. That card seems like a nightmare for them. Or if they cast another creature, I'll Damnation. Forked Bolt, rude. Mental Misstep's not really what I'm looking for. I think we just cast TASIDADDY, say go. Yeah, cast TASIDADDY, say go. We've got a Remand, a Loose Focus, and a Mental Misstep. They have to dump... Oh, they only have to dump 5 mana into Kellan to make him, like, full badass Oko's son. What does this do? Oh, this is an ability? What? That's annoying. This is why you read cards and why you play cards that no one has any idea what they do. Mind Collapse. You only have to sacrifice a mountain. So I'll lose focus on that. They do still have 2 cards in hand, and those could always just be 2 burn spells. Oh, interesting. We did not attack. What does that mean? I think it means we Demonic Tutor. You know what? I could just get Cling to Dust again. I think that might actually be the move. Or we can... Yeah, I think that actually might just be the move. I'm just going to take Cling to Dust again. Yeah, I'll just do this and say go. We have Stubborn Denial now for a burn spell, Mental Misstep for another Cling to Dust to gain some life. I will block. Magic Online, let me block. What's going on here? Okay. We will Stubborn Denial this card without reading it, because I don't feel like reading it. Combat damage happens, Kellan dies, goes back to the command zone, go to end step, gain some life, exile their Kavu or whatever. We're back to 10, folks. Back to 10 with a Remand, a Sweeper, a Mental Misstep, and a Forfeit. That all feels pretty good to me. And a Cling to Dust to gain more life. It literally did not matter what this card was. We were always going to Remand it. Oh, and now we have Logic Knot. Logic Knot is also nice here. Simian Spirit Guide. Here it is again. We'll counter it again. Do I have to take damage here? Do I care? Pay 2 life. Go to 7. Logic Knot. We only have to exile 1 card. Do the Marsh Flats. They use their Simian Spirit Guide, so I don't have to worry about that. Tamiyo is fine. Combat. Tamiyo blocks. Like, that's all I really am interested in with her at the moment. They go to 10. We pass the turn. War Room was their draw. Light up the stage. You got it. I cannot Mental Misstep that. It is still a 3 mana spell. mountain and some 2-drop goblin that I'm not reading. End step, we'll cling to dust a creature. We'll exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it is not just me playing slowly. Magic Online is making me click on things like 4 or 5 times before they happen. Starting to get really annoying, honestly. Bargain is fine. Attack with both. I don't think they can deal me 10 out of nowhere. And we gotta get this game over with before the clock runs out. I guess I could have drawn there to try to hit a land drop, but whatever. We have the mental misstep for Kellan. Okay, they are scooping it up. Well, now we're 1-3 and we have to play match 5. That's okay. On to the next one. Okay. Round 5, we are on the draw in another Tasigur mirror. I see what that Spider-Man player was saying about just playing a ton of Tasigur. I'm keeping this hand. Fatal Push isn't great, but I like Demonic Tutor, so, we'll use that as our game plan. I'm also learning in this league that a subtlety on Tasigur can be pretty devastating. They went Overgrown Tomb pass. I will go Bloodstained Mire pass with the intention of either fatal pushing a frog or surveilling off an Undercity sewer. They are cycling Street Wraith. Now they're probing me. I forgot to even look at what was in their hand. So they are a Broodlord deck, and they are... Okay, so they're the combo build. So this is the Storm build that I was talking about. Oh, they drew Inquisition. Yeah, you got it. There goes our Demonic Tutor. So I think what the combo deck wants to do is Neoform Tasigur, get Scholar of the something or other, and that recasts Neoform for free, and then you get Broodlord. Do I believe in this Abrupt Decay? Not really. And not based on their hand that has nothing for Abrupt Decay to hit. Mistrise Village is kind of cool, I guess. I'll go Verdant Catacombs and say go. I would have liked something to do there under their remand, but is what it is. They can either stock up or cast Tasigur. Doesn't look like they're interested in either. Or they're doing it in second main? I think stock up's probably a good card to play. Yeah, I can't do anything about it, so I won't. It is nice to sink into Stupor a Neoform or a Saw in Half. So maybe we'll have that option available. They do know our hand thanks to the Inquisition, so can play around anything that's reasonable to play around. We do get to cast Tasigur next turn under the remand, so that's nice. Stock Up is so good. I should be playing that card. I think I didn't do a good job with my flex slots in this deck, although the deck does still feel really good. And I think our record is not indicative of the deck's strength, because it's putting up results and everyone's playing it, because it's been unbanned. But yes, I will take those cards. I'll put this Tail's End into my hand. What was I saying? Oh, I think the high popularity is indicative of it just being unbanned and people wanting to experiment. But Tasigur is strong. I'm not going to cast him because I want this Tail's End up. Peek. Why did they tap 2 mana? Okay, you can peek. I don't know why they tapped blue to then peek, because now... Oh, because they were using the Sunken Ruins. Duh. Okay, and they have another land. I think I'll Subtlety, pitching Sink into Stupor. Oh, they're doing other things. Oh, that card's really good. I can't interact with that. Yeah, so this is the... They can just hard cast a Broodlord off this. Squandered resources. Sacrifice a land, make mana. I do not like the spot in which we find ourselves. I'll cast TASIDADDY, and we'll leave Demonic Tutor in the graveyard and hope to maybe get lucky and get it back. But we have Subtlety, Tail's End, and Brain Surge here. I don't think we're absolutely dead, but it doesn't feel great. They have access to now 10 mana. Tap their lands, float mana, sack their lands. This feels pretty bad. I could sink into Stupor this crop rotation. It probably gets Lake of the Dead. I think this just has to be fine. I partially just to want to see what it is. It's a Mistrise Village. That's pretty good. That makes a lot of sense. I wasn't thinking that. But Sink into Stupor doesn't counter, and neither does Subtlety. So it's not really the end of the world, so to speak. Unless we die, in which case it is. So let's Subtlety, Tasigur. I wish I could pitch this Fatal Push. I think I pitched Tail's End, now that there's the Mistrise Village. Here's the Remand. And I'll sink into Stupor that, and then if they want to... Oh no, I'll sink into Stupor Tasigur. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I want to be. I'm going to sink into Stupor Tasigur. And we'll get Subtlety back. Okay. So Brain Surge is probably on Subtlety duty at the moment. Play our own Mistrise Village, attack for 4, pass. We do now have Hardcast Subtlety. I don't like this, it's scary. Combo decks are scary. Activate Tasigur at end step. I would rather activate Tasigur than take myself off of Pitchcast Subtlety. So they can give us Wistfulness, Wanshi, Demonic Tutor, or Sink into Stupor. And I think I kind of like all of those cards. Wanshi, I think, is the worst of them. And they agree. Strix draws a card. It's so weird how uninterested I am in Baleful Strix right now, because I just don't want to die. That said, it is a redraw. It doesn't change the clock. I'm going to use the Baleful Strix to pitch to Subtlety. Rather than hard casting, I would like to try to draw cards with Wan Shi Tong. More Mistrise Village stuff. What are we doing? Tainted Pact, sure. They have an Urza's Bauble in their deck. They're not going for Thoughtseize. Alright, they put Neoform into their hand. How do I blow that out? I don't think I can. I am going to pitch cast Subtlety. I want to have Brain Surge available. Yeah, or Wan Shi. How big would Wan Shi be? Would Wan Shi be lethal if we can get through this turn? Duress is fine. That doesn't take me off of anything. I guess they can saw the Wan Shi in half, actually, to stay alive, but we'll get some cards out of it. So we know 2 of their 6 cards as Neoform and Saw in half. This Squandered Resources is brutal right now because all the lands they sack. Demonic Council. So they search for a demon. They search for a demon because they don't have Delirium. It's Runescar Demon. I think that's still fine. Let's tap all of this mana for Wan Shi Tong. I could do it uncounterably, but I want it to be a lethal attacker. And they can saw in half their Runescar Demon. Does Fel the Profane do anything? Yeah, it kills the Runescar Demon with the saw in half on the stack if they can't deal with this lethal attack. Attack for lethal. Would have loved to have hit a counterspell, but alas, they sack a land. Yeah, they need to saw in half to stay alive. I should have taken a redraw with Strix before this. That was... Yeah, I should have taken my redraw first. They're both tokens. If this redraw with Strix... do I want to still keep it as Subtlety? I do want to keep it for Subtlety. Because I can't hardcast Subtlety and Fel the Profane, and obviously this isn't guaranteed to draw a blue source. Wan Shi draws us a card when they Runescar Demon. Although I don't think I can let Runescar Demon resolve. Unmask, no! Okay, so we can Fel the Profane on the Runescar Demon with the trigger on the stack so that they can't Neoform it. I think that has to be the play. Oh, they can just Neoform Tasigur here. Ball Ritual, no response. Oh, but if they go for the Scholar, how does their combo work? Bam. Okay, so I need to kill this with the trigger on the stack. Do they have Tasigur plus Neoform mana? They do. So I'm going to kill this with the trigger on the stack. Squandered Resources is dope in a combo deck. And now when they search, I'll draw a card, and hopefully it's just a counter spell. And then we can get just over the finish line for lethal. That's the dream anyway. I don't know if it will come to fruition. All right, we draw from Wanshi. It is not a counterspell. Unfortunate. I think I can just F6 here. Although, they don't have the saw in half. I'm going to actually make them navigate this, because to do the thing... Wish I'd cast this Baleful Strix, because it would be... Oh no, we still have 2 lethal attackers. They can't, like, value tendrils to stay alive. Oh, this is fun. This is an interesting game. Tasigur, we knew that. Oh, I guess he can be like a Vaultborn Tyrant. I think he can be a Vaultborn Tyrant too, I think. Which gains life, is a 6/6. They tapped green. Okay. So Tasigur is going to get Neoformed, and that's scary. Oh, I can just F6 now. They are going for Scholar of the Lost Trove. Oh, I can't F6. No. Oh, tight. Stubborn Denial is such a good draw. Okay. Yeah, drawing that Stubborn Denial, I think, wins the game out right here. The next spell can't be countered, just in case. And we'll Stubborn Denial. Wanshi Tong, baby. Wanshi Tong. Cool. All right. Navigated it. All right, what are we looking at here? Dismember kills Tasigur. That's a big deal. Abrupt Decay would have taken care of a squandered resources. So does Beseiju. We have a card draw spell. I'm going to keep this. I think this hand actually looks quite good. Preordain. I wouldn't mental misstep that if I could, I don't think. Although I might. I don't know. Their hand might be bad. Sink into Stupor's fine. It was good in that last game. I'm going to lead on just the tapped land. I do want Sauron's Ransom. I want more cards. Give me more cards. Cycling Lorien revealed. That might be a good sign. Is that a good sign? Someone tell me. Someone tell me if that's a good sign. They surveil off of a Sue. The Neoform putting the +1/+1 counter on the Scholar means we can't dismember that. Rune Scar's a 6/6. If there's an Animate dead, we might be cooked. But like, if that's the case, they got it. I don't know. If we get turn 3'd, nothing I can do about it, and I don't feel bad. Beseiju as their land. I'm going to surveil here rather than consult star charts. It's like kind of the same thing. End step, Tainted Pact. No. Okay, that's probably the Neoform. And we have Sink into Stupor. See what they're getting. Oh, they exiled their Hoarding Broodlord. That seems tight. I'm sure there are other lines that win that are not Hoarding Broodlord. I just have exactly no idea what they are. I'm sure they're playing Jace as well. Maybe like Jace Snapcaster Mage. Say Tainted Pact, if you have one of them. I don't know. They put Saw in half into their hand, which means that demon is coming back. I don't want Mistrise Village. I want an interactive spell here. So they got Saw in half. So what we can do is Sink into Stupor the demon with Saw in half on the stack. If we don't get griefed or thought seized or something. Wash Away isn't super what I'm looking for, but it's also a cancel. It's a cancel. They are bogging us. That's fine. I think this game for us is about preventing the combo and then pressuring. Muddle the Mixture. Where's my Tishana's Tidebinder? Where is it? Okay, so they put Persist to hand. So we can stop this. Oh, now Dismember kills the demon. But I'm sure they have other reanimate spells. Let's Ransom. I'm going to go with pile 2. I don't super care about Subtlety right now. They got me. Force Spike stinks. Command Tower. Oh, we have to go to discard? Okay, we'll go to discard. We've got a grip full of interaction. Yeah, we've got a grip full of interaction here. I think we have all the bases covered, maybe? We know they have Saw in half in hand, so let's pick this star charts. I do not have to pay life or mana there. I don't think they can just, like, win at instant speed here. Persist is a sorcery. And they know about Force Spike, so that card stinks now. Our opponent has disconnected. Come back. Come back. I want to finish playing. Which is hilarious because of how much I wanted to stop playing last match. But this is also kind of what happens when you find yourself in a really interesting game with a lot of decisions. Okay, they're back. Yay. They were only gone for like 90 seconds. That wasn't too bad. I think, anyway. I didn't look at the clock. That's just my perception of time, which... Perception of time could always be wrong. Ooh, they spell pierce. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. I am happy to see it go, though. They really got us on that Sauron's Ransom. Misstep is whatever, and I'll just say go. Unless they show me they can work through all of this interaction, I'm just not super interested in slamming Tasigur, despite the fact that I would like to start pressuring, as we know about Persist and the Demon in their graveyard and the Saw in half in hand. Demonic Council, and they have Delirium. But Wash Away and Sink into Stupor deal with any card. If it's Unmask, that's a bummer. If it's Thoughtseize or Duress, we have the Mental Misstep. I'll roll the dice here. They are under no pressure. I guess... Well, no, I wanted all this mana, because then it's Sink into Stupor, Wash Away on Tasigur, and Force Spike. Yeah, and this is... Okay, this is being cast with Delirium. I don't want to see Unmask or Grief. They could also just be getting Counter Magic Hidebinder. I think a land would have been better. I will now play this Sink into Stupor, though. And let's cast Tasigur, and then say go. We've still got a grip full of useful spells. Okay, there's the Duress. Let's misstep that. So now they're back to exactly enough mana to persist and Saw in half, which means that our Force Spike is live for that. Let's Wash Away Tasigur. He is the key. I think he's the key to the combo with the Neoform. They've tutored a bunch, but I think that Demonic Council probably got the Duress. Here's the Persist. No response. I'll let them tutor, and then end step Dismember, or if they go to Saw in half, Dismember. And I don't want to do it with the trigger on the stack because that would let them potentially just tutor for another Reanimate. Veil of Summer. There's no point in Force Spiking that. They can just pay. That's a stinker. Oh, no, I clicked through. I clicked through main phase and I could have just Oko'd this thing and attacked. If I Oko it, does Saw in half do the thing still? I guess we'll find out, because it's not like I have any better options. And Elking it does not change the mana value. Okay. Yeah, I could have, if I didn't just click through main phase, jeez. Sawing it in half. I no longer have anything for that. I think it was still right to play the Sink into Stupor. I will Tidebind one of these tutors. I don't know if that matters, but it is what I have. Never mind. Okay, F6. Show me how you win. Sacrifice. Yogwill. Oh, so now they can just Tendrils me out? They Saw in half again. They only need one more spell for Tendrils, and they have the Demonic Council. I think we're dead. Yeah, you can have either of my spells that do nothing. But I imagine this is... Okay, there's the Tendrils. GG. Save them the little bit of clock. The couple seconds. That was cool. That was a cool line. And now we got to see the combo build of this deck kind of go off. It was slow, though. That was nothing like the Rograk Storm decks. One land that enters tapped and doesn't cast my spells will mulligan. This looks much better. Do I believe in this Daze? I don't think so. But is it better? I'm going to put back star charts. Daze is just such a nice little gotcha. And I think I'll Demonic Tutor for Tainted Pact. This is our last chance. Cosmogoyf, Rite of Consumption, and I want to do it. I just want to do it. Wanshi. I'm doing it. We're going for the Tainted Pact. Although maybe Just like a Thoughtseize is better. Or a Frog or a Deceit. Pressure is probably better. Man, I want a Cosmogoyf. Is it just Subtlety? It's probably just Subtlety. Bowmasters doesn't interact with their combo. I could get Cling to Dust. I'll get Cling to Dust. Because if that gets Thoughtseized, it's still live. Oh, play responsibly. Sad. If we draw Cosmogoyf or Rite of Consumption in our next couple draws, I am going to be so sad. Okay, well, there's the Probe. Inquisition. That can take the Cling to Dust. They took Wanshi instead. I think that's probably reasonable. Yeah, Wanshi's a lot of pressure. They have to search their library. It successfully blew them out already. I get that. Just gonna fetch my basic island now and say go. Okay. I would very much like to just bargain at end step, but if they go to fetch, there is one thing that we do in this house, and even if it loses us the game, we stone rain them. Oh yeah. Welcome. Welcome to the reign of stone. I can't help myself. I've never been able to help myself, and I'll never start helping myself. When we have a stone rain, we stone rain. The rest me, sure. Yeah, they took the bargain. What a butt. Oh, I hate life. I hate life. I should have gotten the Tainted Pact. I don't know why I did that. Oh, life is pain. Life is pain. I want to try to hit this land drop, and we did it. Past Tasigur. Obviously leaving Cling to Dust in the graveyard. Play this Otawara. And pass with Daze and my cowardice. I hope we lose now. I do. I don't even want to win this game because we could have done the thing that I really want to do. And yeah, Tail's End on that fetch land was bad, but I'm taking the Stone Rain when I can rain on stones. Maybe we just draw Cosmogoyf now, though. Or maybe we just, yeah, we can just draw Tainted Pact. We still have a chance to do the thing. Here's Tasigur. I'm not going to daze him. Doesn't make any sense. Tainted Pact. Play my land and pass. Combo me. I deserve it. I deserve it for being a coward. Profane Tutor. Okay. Stern Scolding is a brick, so they give us that. Makes sense to me. Opposition Agent is cracked. Pass. How do they beat that card? I'm totally flashing that in on the P-toots. The patoots. I guess they beat Opposition Agent by just, like, counterspell, but activate Tasigur. 2 good cards in the graveyard. Okay, they have to give us one of them, and they're going to give us Cling back, which makes me think they can just win around it. I will Surveil. I will Surveil. Hey, hey. Leave that on top because they can't give it to us with Tasigur, and I would like a spell. They activate Tasigur. I want to see what I'm giving them before... Wait. Did it not tell me? Okay, it was Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize doesn't deal with Opposition Agent. I'm going to wait for this to go on the stack. So now with it on the stack, we go black, black. Wait, am I doing this wrong? No, that Mortuary's tapped. Okay, yeah. So we go black, black, flash in Oppo, and Cling to Dust their land. All right, they have something. Memory lapse. So let's fling this land. We knew it was that Willow Rush Verge, that's right. Okay, so we'll draw the Oppo. That was a bummer. And now they have more than enough mana to play around Daze. And I can't... I'm just going to tax. I don't have black mana to flashback Cling to Dust. So they just Profane Tutor. I don't know if they can go off from Neoform and nothing. Crop Rotation, that probably gives them enough mana to do it. Lake of the Dead. So that probably gives them enough... Well, I don't know. Flash. Okay, they're flashing... Oh, they're flashing in Broodlord. So that can get Animate Dead or Persist. And then they'll have the mana to saw in half. I'm going to F6. Yeah, not having the black mana to flashback Cling to Dust there but also not tutoring for Tainted Pact and doing the Cosmogoyf thing. This is what I deserve. This is what I deserve. Make no mistake. I know they have it. They just showed us this same line. Yeah, they 2 minutes is more than enough time to do this. GG.
All right, that's a 1-4 with Tasigur in what turned out to actually be a very fun league. I don't think the record is like, this is not a 1-4 deck. This is a really, really strong deck. People have been started putting up results with it immediately once it got unbanned. Our league in the first match died to clock. That third game was not decided, but I was never winning it in time. So I'm always going to choose to save a little bit of time and a little bit of my opponent's time in life that way. It just wasn't happening, but that one was decided by the clock. Match 2, clicking through the fetch land. That cost us the game. I think that was super, super winnable. Match 3, lost in the mirror with barely any time on clock. Match 4 was mono red. We have a 1-mana 4/5 in the command zone and a couple ways to gain life. That feels like a very, very favorable matchup. And then match 3, navigated the first game really well. The second game, I think I could have done a couple things differently that may have changed the result, but I don't think with the information I had at the time I played incorrectly. I think there were good reasons for all my choices. And then game 3 of that match, I don't care if we lose, if we Stone Rain. That Tail's End is a terrible play, but I'm always taking the Stone Rain. Also, the Oppo getting Memory Lapse was obviously a big deal for their combo turn. And I played like a coward. If I Demonic Tutored Tainted Pact, we would have had Cosmogoyf Consumption, and I deserve to lose. But Tasigur is obviously a very strong deck. This deck is cool. It's pretty fun to play if you like Sultai Control. That combo deck looks pretty sweet, but maybe a little slow and a little fragile. It is certainly not going to be a replacement for Rograk Storm, but this turned out to be a fun league. And like I said, Tasigur is already putting up results. And it's cool. It makes you make a lot of decisions. It has just super powerful cards. And I'm happy to have played it. So with that, thank you for dueling with me, and I'll see you on the next one.